What's up, guys? How you doing? This is Jonathan, aka Jam Next, coming to you live from my beautiful house. I'm over here just getting my breakfast lined up here for today, and just giving a chance to start my morning rituals and getting things lined up for today. Thank you so much for checking out the channel and everything like that, and all your consistent comments and views and everything for just me pouring out my passions and everything and talking about entrepreneurship and just building up. I'm not gonna lie, man. This upcoming month, I'm excited for the month of February because I've been really taking the time to kind of re-innovate as to what I'm going to be talking a little bit more about my channel, and I'm going to take some time to get my, just going for more interviews. I'm enjoying a lot of interviews I've already been getting with some people, so I'm now about to load a lot of that content up there so you give you guys some solid quality to check out and be able to get a chance to listen from different people's opinions about life, success, and goals, and be able to give you some structure behind what you want to do, maybe some solid how-to. So we're going to get all that lined up here. So that's kind of the new span of what I'm going to be doing on my channel because I want to pour more value to people. So I'm very passionate about being able to do that in here. Anyway, I was finishing up here with my morning prep and everything. I was looking at what I always talk about, a lot of stuff from Valuetainment from Patrick Bet-David, and I was looking at his video he just released, I want to say maybe 2 days ago, on top 10 books for teenage entrepreneurs. And I was like, let me check this out, because the reason it gets me so passionate, one, I'm a bit of a book junkie because I understand knowledge is a key power to use and have in your arsenal. But I'm big about applied knowledge, and if anyone knows me very well, I'm all about, like, give me some tools that I can apply to my life to make myself better, or if I've not, pour it into other people. So I've always been passionate about being able to pour that in there. And I'm just excited because this past Monday I was celebrating my nephew's birthday. Of all things, he's 17 years old, and it's a weird feeling. Here I am, 26, about to be 27. We're exactly 10 years apart. It's weird calling him my little nephew because I almost kind of look at him as like my little brother. But it's cool because I like it because I can really pour into him, and it freaks me out because I see so much of my character when I was growing up in him. And so, he loves soccer. He did that because he saw me play soccer. I actually coach his indoor soccer team. And he's such a comedian. Gosh, he had us rolling. We all went out to Red Lobster, treated him out, and got himself a brand new lobster and tried it out. He never had lobster before. I was like, I want this. I'm like, okay. So we got him some lobster and had a good time. We just had a good hanging out. But I'm gonna go hang out with him a little bit later. But it was nice because I was sitting next to him and I was talking. I was like, well, here you are, man, age 17. This is some critical times in your life. I think about when I was 17, if I could go back and fix some stuff, I would have probably changed the way my thinking was a little differently. And he's always been very open to listening to me when it comes to mindset and stuff. So he's getting some solid talks from me. And we just took the time and had a really good conversation about this because he's getting a lot of pressure around everything about okay, well, who do I talk to? How do I he's getting ready to think about college, and so he's already thinking about that. And it's like, do I want to go to college? I want to go away to college. He's pretty dead set. I'm like, I want to stay here in Virginia. My sister's like, yeah, that's my baby. He ain't going too far. So knowing him, he's going to probably be staying in this area, probably going to one of the universities in this area and studying. But if there's anything I love about, because I used to always play Monopoly with him. I've been getting him to read, Rich Dad's, Robert Kiyosaki stuff. So I'm getting to change his mindset there. And he's been really dead set on becoming a construction worker, or just someone who deals with the building of houses, because he's always liked real estate. But he's like, I like to be able to see my progress. I shout out to my little nephew, man, because the thing that gets me so personal is that he actually built me a bookshelf. Not this Christmas, the following Christmas, or the past Christmas, whatever Christmas that was, 2015. And I was stunned because I'm looking at it like, what's this? I was like, where'd you buy this at? He's like, no, I made this. I'm like, and that thing looks good. My roommate and I, when we were looking at all that stuff, him and I both just said, yo, your nephew made this? I'm like, yeah. I was very surprised. So it was a little pride and joy. Put my stuff on. I'm like, okay, I want to put my light on this, put some books there. It made me feel really well. Wow. And then actually, over at my mom's place, I don't know if you see it, that little spice rack back there. Yeah, he made that too. So the kid's got talent, man. So for me as his uncle, I'm big and passionate about pouring into him because I really want to make sure that he gets to see all the success in life the way he wants to, and being able to learn these examples and not listen to so much crap going on out there. But getting to my major point, sorry, I just can't breathe. Getting to my major point, I love the video that Patrick Bet-David was talking about top 10 books that entrepreneurs should read, or young entrepreneurs should check, or entrepreneurs in the making. And it's funny, like out of all those books, even for myself, I personally only had 1 out of the 10 of those books. I'm like, dang, I need to step up my collection. And all those books he was mentioning, like, talking things from the long-term investment, talking about business, economics, diving into this. But you know what's funny? All of those points that he was talking about were nice. But the number one point he hit up there, the number one book he thinks like I think you should read or any entrepreneur should read, definitely needs to be Clarity. I myself telling you this, 26, about to be 27 years old. I spent so much of my life going to college and trying to gain clarity that I never took the time to actually do the self-evaluation, figure out what in the world do I want to become? What do I want to be? I notice I didn't say what I want to do, because we equate that so much to like a job or like some type of a title to make ourselves feel good. But we never ask the question, like deep down inside, like what do I want to become? What type of lifestyle do I want to have? I hear people tell me about things that they want to do in the world, and I look at where they work and I'm like, you're nowhere near what you want to do in your passion. No wonder you don't like your job or what you're doing in life right now. So why do we do this to each other? So I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, I don't want that happening to my nephew. So I'm literally getting a span of understanding what that looks like if I have my own kids and stuff. So I'm kind of like, okay, these are my guinea pigs. So I want to pour into them the same way I would pour into my own kids. Like, how would I tell them, like, hey, seize life, do what you need to do? But I love it because in his number one book that Patrick Bet-David talks about, that's actually one of his books, is Drop Out and Get Schooled. And I remember him talking about that book, and I'm listening to some of the points he's bringing up in that book. I'm like, dude, I so agree with a lot of these points. I could have saved myself so much hassle and so much time if I didn't go to college. What did I learn when I was in there? Barely anything that was going to be truly beneficial to what I wanted to strive towards. And not everyone's meant to go to college. But it's so funny that so many people pressure us to go this direction because everyone else is moving there. And so I love it because the point of the book he's talking about, this book will literally spin you the 180 direction or the opposite direction that you're going to be like the way that you've been raised, switching you the other direction with that book. So me personally, I'm eager to get that book. But I just kind of wanted to talk about how clarity is key. I don't care how old you are. I don't care what stuff you're going on in your life right now. Clarity is so critical. If you don't take the time to evaluate what things you want to become in your life or what you want to do, what type of lifestyle you want to have, you're not going to make it. I'm telling you, man, because you're going to go through ups and downs in your life that's going to make you stressed out, frustrated, and you're wondering why is all this stuff going on. But deep inside, you're not happy inside. Yeah, I've never been a big person. I'm like, I don't care about my happiness. I just want to do something that's going to bring me joy, that's how I am. I want to do something that makes me joyful all the time, like hanging out with good people, spending quality time with people. Like, I'm the weird guy that likes getting rejected by girls when I go talk to them because I'm like, yes, I did it. Because I took the chance to step out, because there used to be the little insecure me that was like, I don't want to talk because I'm terrified. I'm doing that. But the fact that I can even do something like that nowadays, I feel so empowered. And so I want people to feel that feeling. So that's why I love pouring into my nephew. I'm like, look, man, enjoy life. Like, I made some challenges. I was like, hey, I want you to go out the country once. I want you to get a chance to see how well you have it here in America. And at the same time, I want you to pursue what you want to pursue. Don't do things just because everyone else is telling you to do or this is the right way to do. If you got to sometimes go the opposite direction and find out who you truly are, do it. It's so much beneficial. I'm so thankful, and I'll be honest with me, I'm still going through that discovery. And so, but it's cool because I enjoy this process. I'm like, yes, I'm seeing myself. I'm becoming more of this person that I wanted to be, or the person I was meant to be. But you got to take the time to do self-discovery. My brother and I, we were just talking about this on Monday, and we're just like, growth is critical. Whether you're dealing with anything in your life, your career, or you taking the time to, like, I don't know, whatever things that you struggle with insecurity-wise, by you taking the time to grow and become the better version of yourself, nothing in your life beats that. I could care less about half the times and things, ups and downs and failures I've been through because of the lessons that I've learned from it. And that helped me understand stuff. Breakups, relationships, travel, instance, idiotic things I might have done overseas in these countries or whatever, or stuff I might have done at a job and messed up that got me fired or whatever. I'm like, okay, I learned some things, so I'm not scared, but I'm going to go ahead and continue to keep going. I would never trade those lessons. I would never trade those lessons at all. So I'm excited that I'm pouring into my nephew to give him the opportunity to, hey, I want you to be a big thinker. I want you to be able to look at things from a different spectrum instead of following the crowd. If you want to, if this, this particular, job or this lifestyle you want to have is something that really resonates to you, then cool, awesome. As long as you discover who you are, don't be this person that's on your deathbed. Like, I feel full of regret that I never took the chances to step out. You know, they've done studies on that so many times about asking people, like, especially when they're older age, like, if you could go back, what was one thing, what would you change? I was like, I wish I took more risk. Like, wow. Well, I wish I did this. I wish I spent more time with my family. I wish I did these things. You know, deep down inside, we all want to do more with our lives. But we get scared because we try to look at how the whole circumstances in life are going to line up there instead of us taking an initial chance to just jump. Just go for it. So, I don't know, man. I just wanted to get that chance to pour that video out because I'm just looking at this. I'm like, one, I need to read these books he's talking about. But two, I definitely want to get this #1 book. But my point is this. You can know a lot of stuff about business, real estate, marketing. You can put whatever. You can know so much of this information. But if you don't have clarity as to what you want to do, none of that stuff's going to matter. I'm speaking from personal experience. If you don't know what you're trying to move towards, none of this stuff, all that knowledge you have means nothing. Because without you knowing where you want to go, you can't apply the knowledge that you have. What's the point of you knowing how, like, I know how to successfully make $1 million because I've seen someone do it, or I know the steps in doing it. But if you don't know why you want to do that, well, then what's the point? If you know how to teach somebody a particular skill, but you don't know if you're passionate about diving into, like, why are you passionate about teaching? Why are you passionate about doing these things? If you don't know really what you want to do in life, you're wasting your time. And time, how Seneca talks about it in one of his books, is one of the most valuable assets that we just throw off, like, as if we can get it replenished. Like money could buy back our time. It doesn't do that. Like, it throws me off sometimes. Like, I'm not saying I'm mad old or anything like that, but the fact that here I am, I'm 26, about to be 27, I was like, wow. And I do a lot of self-evaluation. Like, yeah, I'm proud of things I've done in my life. I'm proud of things I've done or the stuff I'm doing right now. That's awesome. But there's never a day goes by like, man, I wish I learned that lesson when I was a little bit younger. But hey, I'm learning that lesson now. That talks about my last video I'll talk about, which I'll put in the link in there, about learning how to reset. Don't beat yourself up about that. Just get started and go. So guys, I just want to pour that video out here and just share a little passion in my heart about taking action. I'm about to go ahead and dive in these pancakes because they're just looking at me, all buttery goodness, and I need to dive in. I'm hungry. So anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for checking out that video, and understand this point. Clarity is clear. Clarity is critical. You need to get that chance and get that understanding there. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Click that link, follow that subscription, dive into the channel. Please put me some comments on this one out because I want to get some chance to dive into this point because I really want to help clarity in mind. I see that way how our channel is going to grow, so we're going to make this happen. Anyway, you guys have a blessed one. I'm going to eat. You have a good one. Enjoy your Wednesday. Peace out.